Nice difference.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought to you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
Yes, we are live, and we are here for NXT. We're going to be talking about NXT. Let's get some music popping. We'll start off tonight with a little GoldenEye, one of my favorite video games. We'll bring Anthony Loves Wrestling over here, and we're going to be talking about NXT on this late-night talk show like we do every Tuesday night. Guess we can get right into it. NXT starts off with Tiffany Stratton, little kind of video package. They're letting us know what's up. I liked it. I liked everything about NXT tonight. I thought NXT was phenomenal tonight, Anthony.
Yeah,
one of the best episodes we've seen in a long time. And I don't know if Jay is going to be here to talk about it. I'd love to know what he thought about tonight's episode. Because if he didn't think tonight's episode was good, he has some issues.
Yeah.
This is a little sample of what we're going to see on NXT tonight. You got Carmelo Hayes in the house. Apparently, he's going to have a championship match against Noam Dar, Roxanne Perez. And, of course, we're going to start off the night with none other than Toxic X Attraction. Gigi Dolan taking on JC Jane in a steel cage, a weaponized steel cage match. And the match would start right away on the outside. JC taking Gigi to town, throwing her on the staircase, trying to bash her face open with a steel cage door. You know, taking her to town. Gigi would fight back, get off her own offense. I thought the match should have been saved for a pay-per-view. It felt like a random steel cage match on a Wednesday night. I know they have history there, but their history to me would suggest that it would be a pay-per-view match. Like, it should have been a pay-per-view match. Jay, don't you agree this should have been a pay-per-view match?
I'm not going to agree with a single word you're saying. I heard everything you said. Oh my God, Tiffany Stratton video package. No, I'm not going to agree with none of that tonight. No, this was not the best thing I saw tonight. Hell no. Not even close.
I didn't say this was the best thing we saw tonight. I said this should have been. Oh, no, the show was good.
No,
the show was good.
No.
Yes, it was.
I told you.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
The show was solid.
Copperfield did some magic to you.
The show was solid.
Yeah, how is the show not good to you?
The show was solid.
Oh, we could get into that. We could start with this piece of shit right here. Let's go, Savage. Let's talk
about
the worst match we probably
This is a
ever
talk
saw
show, so
on
fucking
NXT
talk.
history,
It's a
on
talk
live
show.
TV. Don't tell me this match was good. Please do not tell me this match.
I thought this match should have been a pay-per-view match. It should have had a better storyline. It was kind of done randomly. And I don't think they gave the girls enough time to really put on anything that would be considered a classic. Gigi Dolan won the match. What did I just say that's not true? I didn't say it was a great match. I didn't say it was a banger.
I'm gonna need a drink for this because I'm gonna shit all over this fucking match. I'm gonna let you guys go and I'm gonna shit on it.
Savage, I'm gonna agree with you on that. It should be on a pay-per-view. Because one, they would have gotten more time, and two, I think it would have been a classic of a match. Like, I mean, the hits were hard. I was watching this match. The hits were hard. I was like, this is what... There was aggression with these two, and I enjoyed that. That's what I want to see from the women's division.
All right.
Aggression.
Hold on a second, Anthony. Where's Jay? Jay, you heard what Anthony had to say.
Is it over? Is it over?
Did you hear? I want your response. I want your
This
response.
match was.
I want your response now.
Okay, guys. First of all, you guys are incorrect. This is the first full match that these two ladies had because the last two was due to injuries. We all know that. So they did have a lot of time in this match. This should never be a pay-per-view match. Gigi Dolan does not sell for shit. Savage, do not tell me she sold tonight. She hit a trash can with her damn hands and didn't even touch her damn face. She doesn't sell for shit. The women look hesitant at times to do maneuvers. I think JC Jane was lost at one point because they did a maneuver twice. I don't know, man. How about let's talk about the fact that this was supposed to be a weaponized match, but I got a PG match. A lockdown PG match, let's call it. Let's talk about Gigi Dolan swinging the bat so slower than the Boston Celtics themselves. This was by far the worst match I've probably seen out of these two. I think the last one
the Boston Red
was
Sox?
better than this one, and I'm going to tell you guys why this was a weaponized match. You guys know why this was a weapon. Did you guys watch the last two matches these women have and this match? These women cannot go a full-on match. This is why we had weapons in the match. We keep the match for not being short. That's why there were weapons in this match. I didn't like this. I wasn't sold on Dolan. I was sold on Jane, but she's disappointing me. I don't know what's going on. I'm not liking this match whatsoever.
Gianna thought this show was shit. I have to disagree with Gianna. I was actually very entertained with the show overall, and I'll get into it. Well, that's fine, Jay.
Get into it.
I can give you a few more minutes if you want to keep going off. I don't mind.
No, I think the evidence proves for themselves. These women can't sell. They're hesitant at times. I don't know why. These are freaking Mission Pro alumni here. These two, they know how to work. They had all the time in the world tonight. I don't want to hear that dog shit. Oh, they didn't get enough time. No, this is the most they had because none of them sustained injuries. And then they give us dog shit. Gigi Dolan wants to swing the bat so slow. I mean, for God's sakes, my son could go and hit her. It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And I just don't know. I can't say no more.
But Jay, let me ask you this: if this was on a pay-per-view, would you think that this match would be better on a pay-per-view?
No. This is why they had weapons. They cannot go over 20 minutes. This is the longest they did. Why? Because it was weapons. If we didn't have weapons, I bet you this match would be 5-6 minutes long. Tops. 5-6 minutes tops. And don't tell me, Savage, well, Gigi Dolan is getting huge pops. She ain't getting no pops. She got no pop tonight when she came out, and you know it.
No,
I like this new layout, though. See, we got Anthony right there. When we love to go to Anthony,
I would love to shit on that one, but I'll get to that later.
What are you drinking, Ant? Show everybody what you're drinking.
Snapple.
Show the fans what you're drinking. Show the Savage Kingdom. Oh, wow. 0 sugar. That's great.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I have an enlarged liver, so I have to take vitamins and drink things like this to kind of bring it down.
Details I didn't fucking need or ask for, but you know what?
Hey.
That's fucking awesome.
Wait, hold on.
That's
Ant, what
pretty
do you think of the match? We didn't even hear your take.
I gave my take. You walked away.
Yeah, you walked away, Chad. Yeah,
That's what you think.
you walked away.
My take was there was aggression throughout the match. Like, you had your points with the punches when they were on their knees trying to get off. When they were swinging at each other. You heard contact.
Here's what happened tonight.
How about that shitty net breaker?
Jimmy, let me break it down for you as only I can. What you saw tonight is two ladies that were unsatisfied with the storytelling. Hold on, you've been talking.
No,
you've been talking. It's my turn.
Tonight was 2 Mission Pro alumni
that
here we go. Know how to work that can't work together.
Change your name to Change your name to Repeat Myself, Jay. Because you're just going to be on rewind right now repeating yourself. We already heard that, but you haven't heard my take. What you have here are 2 ladies who are obviously not happy with the way their story has been told after the door crash, where the kick through the door, the recreation of the Marty Jannetty, Shawn Michaels scene. That was good storytelling. Then, week after week after week, lackluster storytelling to lead up to multiple matches that have all not lived up to the hype or expectations from Mission Pro alumni. But here's the reality. Tonight, we saw it all, come together for hopefully what was a finale match. That shouldn't have been. It shouldn't have happened like this. It should have been a much better told story with a series of events leading up to a phenomenal pay-per-view banger that these two ladies would both be invested in. We didn't get that. We got this. That's why you think it's shit. That's why probably a lot of people think it's shit. And you're not wrong to think it's shit, but you need to understand why it was shit. It wasn't just shit because it was shit. There's reasons to this shit. There's layers to this.
This story was good. First match.
Good. There was barely any story.
Then they continued to put the story on pause. Second match, bloody face. Injury right there, number 2. Then they decided to wait it all out and then have match number 3 because they deserve to have that so-called send-off. And they got it, and they dropped the ball. I'm going to tell you why. These two are not great dance partners together. They may be good tag team, but that doesn't mean they're a great tag team. So,
like I said, to me, it looked like they weren't really invested the last couple of weeks.
They only dragged this storyline because of the injuries that was sustained.
What you're seeing here is two ladies who are not happy that they're still on NXT. They probably didn't get called up
because they're getting injured. One or the other's getting injured. I wouldn't be happy too. I would not be happy too.
All right, let's keep it moving.
There was, real quick, there was no build to this match.
Yeah, I know, Anthony. We've already said that.
Shit.
All right.
Done.
We know.
No storytelling. No
Tiffany, Jesus fucking Christ, man. Tiffany Stratton, little video. I'm not going to get into it because we have a lot to talk about Tiffany later. We have all night to talk about Tiffany during her segment. We see Carmelo Hayes, and then we get an interview with Wes Lee, and they're going to get interrupted by the Dyads. And, Tyler Bates going to say, see, bro, I got your back. I was really your friend. This is going to set up a tag team match later in the night. We got a little segment with Tony D'Angelo.
This was good.
Much better shot. Yeah, this was good. This is entertaining. I want to see where this is go. I like this, Jay. It's okay. It's funny. He's making a funny. That's a good picture of Tony D right there, by the way. One day when I hire Tony D for a signing, I'm going to make sure to get this picture autographed, personalized to the Savage. And that's not a matter of opinion. That's a fact. Gallus boys get a little promo over here. And I like Gallus, but I don't know if I like exactly how they're being handled right now. They're getting a lot of like these cheesy vignettes and bars and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Over the past couple of months, I think they should just be more about the wrestling. I guess they're practicing for the big time. This is definitely a producer is writing their shit. They're not making. They're not saying
scripted.
What they. Yeah, this is all super scripted. Jay, I'll go to you. This is all we see tonight from Tony D. But we do see more from Stax and Joe. What is it? Joe O'Reilly or something like that? Joe Connery? What's his name? What's his name?
Just two things.
Joe Coffey. Joe Coffey.
I'm going to say two things. One, Gallus is very rough on the mic. Very rough tonight. And two, they should be heels, not babyface. That's it. That's all I'll say.
No, I think they're always rough on the mic.
But how can you turn them heel? The only way I could see them turn heel is with Joe is if they turn on Joe Coffey.
Let me answer your question. Let me answer your question. You turn them heel, it's less talking, it's less promos, it's like segments.
Yeah.
It's not rough to hear. So it worked for me. But when you're babyface trying to cut promos like this, it's very rough. Not saying it's bad or good, it's just rough.
But
not a lot of people that understand it.
Okay, but how would you get them to turn heel?
Because
they're already getting that crowd reaction.
I would do the same format that I did before. Pre-recorded segments, pre-recorded promos.
I think they need to just be wrestling more. They should be on the screen wrestling more. They need better matches. They need longer matches. They need more matches.
Pre-recorded promos, and they'll be just as good as Tony Khan with his announcements. They'll be perfect, just like that.
The wrestling is what got them here to the dance, and I think the wrestling is what will get them to the next level. Scripted promos are not these guys' forte, and that's why you're thinking it's all weak, because it's all scripted. When they can talk from the heart, if you watch their UK promos, all their UK promos were fired because nobody was giving them a script in NXT UK.
It's a rough accent. What I'm saying is a lot of people
don't matter.
Gonna understand.
It's not for everybody, man. Dragunov's got a rough accent. He's got a rough accent, but Dragunov's a future WWE World Champion. Dragunov, 100% after what I saw tonight. But here, Carmelo Hayes is going to be in the ring right now, and here is Noam Dar, who's got himself an opportunity shot. So, Jay, I'm going to go to you first before I give my take on this little new group. Actually, I might even wait a couple of weeks before I give my take on this whole new group. I might give it some time to develop and, let the taste settle in to my palate. Because sometimes you see things and you quickly react to them. I don't want to do that. I like Noam Dar, and I'm going to give him the benefit of the doubt. I'm going to respect his ability to put on a show and put on a match, which, by the way, he put on quite the match tonight, which I'm going to save that for later, too. Let's not talk about the match. Just what did you think about his posse?
I'm going to say this. I'm not going to shit on Dar completely, but the fraction really works with him. It looks good. It's coming off fine, but if you ask me about this in total, I'm going to say the same thing I said before. Very rough on the mic. And there was at times I didn't understand what Dar was saying. I had to just take body language and movement, and then Melo had to kind of make me understand because I was having a tough time. That's my only thing with Dar. I love the fraction, though. I think all those guys will be good together, but yeah, very rough, man. I didn't really have. If you guys understood the whole thing, I mean, please.
Anthony, do you got anything on this, or you want to wait till the main event?
I'm just going to talk about the segment. I thought I just thought how they went back and forth. Like, I'm going to agree with Jay. Like, yeah, there was some parts where I really didn't understand because of his accent. But other than that, I mean, I think they were good on the mic together. Sounded good.
We fired Anthony for a second. We just fired you. I'm playing around with the setup over here.
Yeah.
There's new things you can do.
What you said before.
Yeah, we cut your ass off.
Anthony, you got cut off. All right, I guess that's it.
That's a wrap.
that was it.
R.I.P. All right, I'll get into Noam Dar later tonight when we get back into the main event. But we see a video shot here of Cora Jade in the locker room doing what she always does, which is talk a lot of shit. She's got a black eye over there. And she's going to get in the confrontation with Ivy Nile, which is going to set up a match between Ivy Nile and Cora Jade. Now, if you were just going to base this match on looks and you didn't know anything about these two ladies or their wrestling levels or whatever you want to call it, wrestling ability, it looks like Ivy Nile would beat the shit out of Cora Jade. Am I wrong in saying that, Jay?
You're not wrong at all.
Okay. All right. We'll get back into that. We see the schism, right? Without Joe Gacy. They come on down. They're going to have a tag team match, Wesley versus Tyler Bate. And this match was actually not bad. Wesley and Tyler Bate make a good tag team. Wesley was impressive. I thought the Dyads were impressive. We got a little surprise here. And I was liking the match until I saw this guy's face. Because it's like, why? This is the most random. Like, it's one thing if you come from WWE and you go straight after a title shot or something, that I can, and we see that later tonight by another WWE superstar that I'm not going to name yet. Someone from WWE comes out at the end of the night tonight and he goes after that NXT title. He attacks Carmelo Hayes. You're going to have to stick around to find out who. But Mustafa Ali over here, he's coming out to do what? He doesn't go after Wesley. As a matter of fact, he helps Wesley. Tyler Bate, Wesley, Tyler Bate, they get the win. They do the job. Joe Gacy comes out, attacks. Ivy Nile was there. Eva Rain came out. They got into it. And then Joe Gacy out of nowhere just attacks. And Mustafa Ali, of course, has to help. He raises the hands of the winners. And this doesn't make sense. You're just coming from WWE just to help? Or is he going to turn on Wesley? I don't even know what to say about this. So the floor is open, gentlemen.
I honestly, when I saw this, I was like, what? I had the same reaction. I was like, wait, what the fuck is Mustafa doing down here? But I'm like, at the same time, I kind of like it because first of all, he's jobbing on the main roster. Let's face it. Down here, I think he could do something more than what he was doing on the main roster.
He was already down here. He's not going to do anything. These guys are all going to get the Apollo Crews treatment. They're going to come down and they're going to continue the job.
I kind of disagree with that. Maybe Shawn Michaels is going to use
Is
him
Mustafa
better.
Ali better than Apollo Crews?
No, I'm not saying that, and I'm not saying that he is or isn't. But I honestly think
No, I'm asking you if he is or isn't. You already said no.
To me, Apollo Crews, Apollo Crews is way better.
Okay, simple answers work best. Like, yes, you said. No, yes, great answer. All right, so he's not better than Apollo. What makes you think that Apollo Crews can come to NXT and get no title run, and now Mustafa Ali's going to come here and he's going to get a title run?
Well, he was an enhancement. He was there to help. But they put him in big feuds. Like, they put him in a feud with Braun Breaker. They also put him in a feud with Carmelo?
Yeah, but then he lost. He's still a loser.
But you know what? But what that did was give him more of a name than he already had. Because when he was on the main roster, Apollo Crews was just was a legit jobber.
He was also an Intercontinental Champion, a United States Champion.
Right. So
they gave him chances.
So I think this could help develop Mustafa more, and this could also.
This is going to help Mustafa Ali develop a habit to claim unemployment when he gets fired.
He needs a character. He needs a gimmick. He doesn't have one.
Jay?
He always had a character, guys. But let's not forget he got injured, and he was going to have probably one of the biggest runs in WrestleMania history, but Kofi took it. As you know, this guy was a former Chicago cop. That was the whole gimmick. That worked. When I saw Ali, it just makes me seem when Vic Joseph said, oh, he's a free agent. It looks like we're going to see a lot of guest run-ins. That's how I'm taking it. And I think it's good because the locker room they lost a lot of good talent. I mean, I'll take Grayson Waller that could do everything there. That's a big talent to lose. So they need people like Ali. I'm not going to take that he's going to have a run or whatever, but I'm going to take it like that. He's just going to help the boys. I think there's going to be a 6-man out of this match. Unfortunately, I'm sick and tired of seeing the Diac because you can see the frustration look on their faces because they asked for their release about a month ago and they just want to get the F out of there. Even Shawn Michaels said, you could YouTube it, guys. It's true. Don't even take my word for it. I'm going to talk about the match. I think this may be the good match of the night because the finish was really good. I love that.
I would agree with that.
That double corkscrew and that double cardiac kick. Believe it or not, I hate the move, but it just looked good tonight, and the double corkscrew was on time, and I thought that was a good ending.
I'll save my match of the night, but okay. All right. Mustafa Ali, just the whole thing is so random to me. It's hard for me to really care about it because it's like
they need people there.
Very random. Yeah, but it could have been set up a little better. We see Tiffany Stratton in the hallway. She's about to come out and have her celebration, but first we get a look at last Sunday. Chase U now being trained by Drew Gulak.
Again.
MC. Yeah. Thea Hale basically got dissed tonight. I don't know how I even feel about this one. Where is Andre Chase? Is he gone for a while?
Nah, I just think they're saving him for the right time. Maybe Great American Bash.
Great American Bash. I guess we'll have to wait and see. I feel like they're underutilizing Duke Hudson right now. I know they're trying to tell a story, and he's more laid back, doesn't really get too involved to kind of play off like maybe he's.
They're teasing us. They're teasing us.
He's not being himself, the way he's supposed to be being.
Last week it's heel, promo, and now this week is babyface.
They don't know what to do with him.
No, they're just teasing us. They're just having fun with us.
I think this has no real direction right now. I don't know.
It's going to lead to a match with Andre Chase, but we're not there yet.
Not there yet, but we are at the celebration of Tiffany Stratton. Tiffany
Shut up for
Epiphany.
this one.
She comes out. She cuts a promo. She calls out the whole women's locker room. They come out. End of the day, Tiffany Stratton let everybody know that this title, she might as well retire right now because she's never going to lose the title. She ends up getting kicked in the face, I believe, by Valkyria. They're not too happy with Tiffany Stratton, who's had a Tiffany Epiphany, and she is apparently the greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time. And I'm going to have to be biased and just have to agree with her. Yeah, she's the greatest NXT Women's Champion of all time. And that's all I have to say about Tiffany Stratton.
Until Cora Jade takes the title off of her.
No, it's all right, Jay. Go ahead and bash Tiffany right now like you know you want to.
Oh, Anthony could go. He was going to say something.
Anthony,
No,
you got something?
I mean, I really didn't know any of these women other than Cora Jade.
Oh, he didn't know the woman. Jay, what do you got for Tiffany Epiphany?
I've been dying for this day. Savage, Anthony, the whole Savage Kingdom promotion. I've been waiting for this. Let me make it short and sweet. The delivery was fine, but the segment dragged, and the crowd wasn't interested as much as I wasn't interested in this. I'm going to tell you why. I love the call out. I love that part. But you let me down, and you didn't get the crowd. And mind you, I'm a fan. And one thing she was just missing that you need to come off, especially when you're the top heel in the company and you won the biggest prize. You have to have some sort of substance to get me interested in you, right? I didn't see that tonight. What do you mean? What do you mean, Jay? What do you mean by substance? What are you talking about? You sound crazy, man. I'll tell you what I mean. Why can't we just have her be hateful, meanful, scornful? Just be like that on the mic. Say it to the whole women's locker room, which you may say, no, what she was talking about. No. Say it to not only the baby faces that are out there in the ring, say it to the crowd. You have the mic. This is your time. I didn't get that. And another. Now, that's where I think this should have happened. She dropped the ball, but do I believe she could bounce back for this? Absolutely. But this should have happened, and this was the biggest thing for me, and this is why I did not like it.
Okay. Anthony?
They have to get out of where they are. Because there's no reaction to a lot of these people, to a lot of these superstars anymore. You have very few, can't even fucking talk because of my teeth that I don't have. Very few superstars get reactions. She should be one of those superstars that should be getting boos. She could put on a fucking clinic on the mic. But
go ahead.
But the crowd, if the crowd's not there, whatever she says doesn't mean shit, in my opinion.
And this is why she needs this formula. Without this formula that I was saying to you, she's not going to be interesting as a heel, and the crowd is not going to be interested. This is why I think she should have went this direction, and it didn't happen like that tonight.
But I get what they're doing with her, man. They're trying to save. What you want is that aggressive promo, that aggressive heel, the one that just
everybody's top heel of the company. I don't want to hear number two. You want this? It's supposed to be done. Don't give me that crap. Every top heel.
I'm not giving you crap
right now.
I think they're just building her up. They're building her up slowly to have that moment, to get that frustration.
I think she could bounce back from this.
She doesn't have to bounce back. She's Tiffany Stratton.
She has to bounce back, Savage.
She's gonna kill it.
She's
going to crush it.
What, with Tiffy time? Are you freaking kidding me right now? She has to.
I kind of
she's-
gotta agree with Jay on this.
She's gonna get heat from this. She's gonna get more comfortable on the mic.
Delivery was fine.
Listen
The
to me,
delivery
everybody.
was
Listen to
fine.
me, everybody. I know. Listen to me. Just listen to me. Tiffany Stratton needs to take the time to get better. And with the title on your shoulder, it's a different job. It's a different demand. Everybody expects you to be perfect. This girl's been wrestling less than 2 years, and she's already the NXT Women's Champion. There's a reason for it. But give her time. She's going to develop into one of the greatest female superstars of all time. Knock on wood, she never gets hurt. Tiffany Stratton is going to be a superstar. And like Jay said, not only does she need to bounce back from this, she will bounce back from this, Jay.
Are you
Do not
hearing
worry.
Is
Do not
everybody
worry.
hearing this? What he's
Do
saying
not
right
worry.
now?
But wait a
They
minute.
have no choice to give it to her. They have no choice.
Hold on.
Who else will you give it to? Don't give me that cord.
They
Jay.
had plenty of
Hold on. Wait a second.
No.
She has a title around her goddamn waist.
She actually has it around her
shoulder.
goddamn
Okay.
shoulder.
Okay, she has it around her shoulder. She should not be fucking developing. She should be already.
There's a
that
difference
top
between
heel.
developing as a superstar and developing as a champion. And she did nothing wrong tonight. She was okay. She came out.
No,
she
it's
had her
not-
lines.
But I'm not blaming her. I'm blaming the fucking crowd.
It's the
That's
same
why.
400 dipshits every
Exactly
single
what I
week.
What I'm
said. It's like
saying.
they weren't interested.
First of all, they need to get the fuck out of there and start going on the goddamn road every.
Why
every
does
week.
everybody
It's
always think the crowd
illegal.
reaction is so fucking important every
Because they're
single
a bunch
time?
of fat fucking slobs who don't have a goddamn life and who can't touch grass.
Well, you
Yeah,
heard
I'm
it
going
here.
off of that. Again,
All right. How about Trick Williams? You got anything to say about Trick Williams? A little tricky trick? He's going to have a little run in
I
the
think
back
you're
with the
missing
posse.
The whole crew right there. You're missing the whole crew right there.
We got the posse. The posse's there.
Yeah, like I said, this group is actually working. I think we could all say and come to an agreement tonight that Oro is the weakest out of all of them on the mic. And hopefully with Trick and everybody here, he could rub off and probably get better. Who knows?
We're going to see what's going to happen with this match in just a little bit. Carmelo Hayes, Noam Dar, NXT Championship coming up next. But first, to me, this was
is
the
horrible.
this was the weak moment of the night. And I'll tell you why it was weak.
That's so Ruka, part two.
Because they showed us who this finally was. The masked woman attacking all the NXT female superstars. She comes out. Let me tell you how bad this is. First of all, what is her name, Jay?
Blair Davenport.
No, the one on screen right now.
That's Sol Ruka's twin sister, the one that does everything she does, Danny Palmer.
She sucks.
She's the same as Sol Ruka.
And this is
Sol Ruka.
Davenport.
What do you think? That's Blair
Who is
Davenport. Yes.
Who I've never heard of her.
Okay, then that's where I come in. My turn
Thank
right
you,
now. How can you guys forget who this person is? Let's take a look. Savage, do a close-up, please. Up on Blair Davenport's face, please, so everybody can know. This is the person that gave Britt Baker a concussion in 2019, if you guys forgot, for Fight for the Fallen. This is AEW Standout Woman Superstar of 2019-2020, Brie Priestley. And they had a match at Full Gear, if you guys forgot.
Oh.
This is the woman. And this is the
Oh,
one
this
that Britt
is
says she is
fucking
unprofessional. She is so unsafe. Well, that's what led to the release, and this is where she is. And hey, they could use a woman like her. Let's see what happened. I mean, she was a standout during the pandemic, so.
But wait a minute. But what? This woman is going to injure half this fucking women's roster.
Well, she was on TV before, and they took her off TV. So let's not forget she had a few matches.
So bottom line is what you're saying is you enjoyed this.
You know, I'm not sold on her yet, but did I like the surprise? It got spoiled for me online, but
Remember how you guys
Okay.
were just talking about the
Okay.
crowd?
I wish it was
I didn't hear
Okay.
one person in that arena say anything during this match or this segment.
I think it's because it's Danny Palmer. I mean, nobody really knows her. You didn't even know her. You had to ask me for the name.
I'm not gonna lie about it.
Big reason, right?
That's how unrelevant she is.
She hasn't been on
That
TV.
even when Vic Joseph and Booker T are saying their names, I can't even remember it because I'm that unimpressed by what I saw.
I think it should have been Roxanne Perez to me coming out.
No, man, no.
Davenport attacks her.
I said it last night on Raw. I was like, I thought it would have been Mandy.
Well, Mandy, this is beneath Mandy. All right, the lady who never lost the NXT championship.
But here's the thing: she also has reasonings to go after that roster in ways. Because she's had feuds.
NXT is beneath her at this point. I'm fully convinced now. If she comes back, it will be straight to the main roster.
Oh no, yeah, but like I thought that it would have just this could have just been a one-off, and then they would have sent it to the main roster.
Does anybody have anything to say on this? Because this happened and I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
All right, now we get the match between Stax, Joe Coffey. This was actually a good match.
I was entertained.
Yeah, no, it was a good hard-hitting match. Joe Coffey hits a hell of a clothesline. He picks up the win. Oh, man. My man, the caveman.
The lotion in the back.
Geico caveman is here.
Von Wagner.
Mr. Stone says he has anger issues and that he wants him to see a therapist. Von Wagner agrees to think about it. So, obviously, they're going that Kane, Daniel Bryan route right now, I'm assuming.
Put the lotion in the basket, Von Wagner.
I don't know what they're doing. Scared.
Come on, man, with a fucking 100 messages, man. Gilch, I'm live right now. Why are you bothering me? Unbelievable. Mr. Stone, like I said, he wants Von Wagner to go to therapy. This reminds me of Daniel Bryan and Kane when they were going to therapy. And a lot of people enjoyed that. It had its moments, but for me, I thought it was a little corny at the time, I guess. But it had some moments. Do you think we're going there, Jay, with this, or Von Wagner's just saying he's going to think about it just to say it?
I hope not. I don't know what they're trying to do. If they're trying to make him babyface, this is the worst attempt I've probably ever seen in my life. So,
well, because he's not really getting any reaction as a freaking heel.
There's
not going to get any.
I don't care what reaction he gets. This guy is born and bred right now to be a superstar, and he's going to make a lot of money in this business. If not this year, next year, the year after, it's coming. Von Wagner's time is coming.
Needs a little work.
Yeah, thank you. I was about to say
that's why he's with Mr. Stone, and that's why they're probably doing these backstage segments to help him develop
from last week
primetime TV, to develop for SmackDown, to develop for Raw, to develop for whatever the fuck pay-per-view they're gonna throw him on. Von Wagner's a star. Well, you're gonna see one day. You know what match you're gonna see? I'm gonna call it right now. Damian Priest is gonna be some kind of a champion. And Von Wagner's going to take the title off him in a banger.
Sorry.
You're not sorry.
I have Von Wagner versus Dolph Ziggler.
Everybody wants to come into this channel like late. You're all late to the show. All right, I wanted to do an update. Are you guys more happy now with Booker T and Vic Joseph now than you were 2 months ago?
I'm going to say this. That's the same look Booker T had when he finished seeing that weaponized match. He was like, shit, man, this fucking match.
I feel like Booker T dominates a lot of the commentary, though. Like, he barely lets Vic get a word in sometimes.
I think he just tries too hard.
That could be a good explanation. We see a beautiful video package for... Dragon over here, and this was so well done. The way that he was on the phone with his son, talking about pain, and maybe I am pain, and just the quality of the way they filmed this. It just tells me he's on another level. He's getting treatment like he is a legend,
but
who's not even a legend yet. Yeah, man. But legendary treatment.
But also, you're also giving us a story behind that. they're giving us a story with him.
I said
which
I watched
also
this
like.
match. This was the match of the weekend. This was the best professional wrestling match that has been on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, or Tuesday. No question about it. This guy here is a future WWE Hall of Famer, multiple world champion, and he won't need to try that hard. He comes out, he has a level of effort, Jay, that just shits on everybody around him. When he gets in the ring, there's no one in the ring that's going to try harder to put on a banger than Dragunov. He hits harder, he runs faster, he jumps higher, he screams louder, he sells with a desire that, like, you can tell that he loves this shit just a little more than the next guy. I love Dragunov. I think he's a fucking stud. And he's my dark horse to be the guy to beat Roman Reigns even. It might take someone like him. Maybe Cody doesn't get over that mountain.
No. The only person that you could take those titles off, that could take the titles off of freaking Roman, to me, is Lesnar. That's the only person to me.
See, no, that's just your brain telling you, you know, not to let anybody new in.
No.
And not allow Dragunov to be on that level.
But
Lesnar's too busy putting Cody Rhodes in an early retirement home. After the next match, he's going to have Cody in a wheelchair. It's going to be a wheelchair handicap match.
I get it. But I could see Dragunov facing Lesnar and beating him. That's what I see.
No, man. Lesnar doesn't need to be back. He's not going to beat Roman Reigns ever again. Get that out of your fucking mind. Not only is it never going to fucking happen, I'm not saying Brock won't be champion again, but he ain't taking the title off Roman fucking Reigns. That is saved for the person who is going to be the future of this fucking business. That's how I look at it. I think Roman Reigns is going to hold the title for about another 500 to 900 days.
Okay.
And the person that takes the title off him has to be the person that's going to take this company for the next 7 years, 8 years.
Okay.
And that's not Brock Lesnar.
First of all, do I see Dragunov as a champion one day? Yes, I do. I will not deny that. But I did not say anything about Lesnar having to have a long title run.
No fucking title run. He's had enough, god damn it. He's had enough, hasn't he? And he can have another one, but for him to take that title off of Roman, it defeats the whole fucking purpose.
Wait a minute.
No, you wait a minute. I'll let you talk. You're going to let me talk. I got one thing to say. Brock beating Roman defeats the whole purpose of letting him build this godlike run.
Chris, I like what Chris said. Gunther could beat Roman. Dragunov could get the title off of Gunther. I can see.
Any of those possibilities I'm fine with. I'm just not okay with Brock taking the title off Roman Reigns. That is a bad idea.
Gunther was could be in that picture.
But now he wants Cross to be built up to face Roman. But no, I'm sorry, Chris. The only thing Karrion Kross is being built up for is for AEW.
The unemployment line.
AEW.
Yep.
Karrion Kross is going to be all elite real fucking soon. Dragunov returns next week on NXT. I'm hyped for that. Jay, go ahead. Look, Jay, you have something to say about Dragunov, man? I can see that.
I'm so bored of hearing this freaking guy. World champion, Hall of Fame. Jesus Christ. The only champion he's going to be is an IC champion or United States champion, okay?
Uh-huh.
It's not going to get further than that, boy. So
okay, well, there's multiple world championships now, but, you know.
I know.
I also told you Tiffany Stratton. I told you Tiffany would have it before Cora Jade. I told you Tiffany would have it before Cora Jade. And you called me a fucking maniac. You said I was a
You're a
liar.
maniac for thinking that
Psycho.
Superman was good tonight. You're a maniac. You're a
Listen,
maniac
I'm
right now.
not a maniac.
Like, you thought it was actually good.
NXT was fun tonight. I liked it. Dragunov returns next week. Cora Jade's going to come out. She's going to have a match with Ivy Nile and Cora Jade doing Cora Jade shit. I guess this is a new part of her move set where she locks you up in the ropes. And that's not even, that kind of looks bad because she's not even locked up in the ropes. Her arms are just there. She could literally lift one up and leave. Tie her into the ropes, then chop the shit out of her. I do like the lick. I'm sure the WWE Universe appreciates the lick. I know Anthony.
Fat slobs.
Anthony, I'm technically a fat slob, so you're being mean to me now.
No, you're not.
Okay.
Because
fine.
you're not. Because one, the guys in that crowd look like they're fucking like guys who just sit on Twitter all day looking at OnlyFans, fapping it. Okay.
Well, I'm watching this right now. You see these two guys right here? Let's remove this banner for a second, actually. Let's investigate. Let's do some investigating. The guy with the red shirt and the black hat, he's looking at someone else. The guy in the black shirt is on his cell phone. The girl's eating chips. The guy with the orange hair, he's talking to the lady. The lady is the only one that's paying attention to this. And then the lady next to her is talking to somebody behind her. The guy next to her is talking to someone else, and then the guy with the shades is looking at the phone or the floor. The people in the second row seem to be more invested, but if you notice, the majority of the men in the second row have their arms crossed, which body language indicates they're not happy. They're not comfortable. They're don't bored. Like what they're watching. They are not enjoying this Cora Jade match. God damn it. God damn it, Jay, these people. Disrespect. They're in there in the performance center for what?
It's not disrespect. You're seeing it right now with your own eyes that you're thinking Cora Jade should be that top heel champion.
I didn't say she should be. I did not say that.
With this performance, I'm going to say this, and Vic Joseph got caught off with that horrible production of Picture to Picture. He was about to say, this is the best we've seen from Evie Nile, and god damn it, it was. It was the best we ever seen from Evie Nile in a match. These two connected like
Ivy Nile. Ivy Nile.
Ivy Nile. The kicks, the roundhouse kicks, the grunt wrench suplex that she did. This woman, I'm going to say this right now, everybody just listen. This woman has the potential to be the next Jordan Grace. But guess what? She's always been booked by bad booking. It showed tonight, and it keeps showing on and on.
I'm not going to disagree on your take about the next Jordan Grace.
I'm disappointed.
That's a good take. I won't disagree with you there. But don't put words in my mouth. I never said Cora Jade was going to be the next. I said between her. Who cares what I said?
Out match, and she lost.
Ivy Nile takes another loss to Cora Jade. Going nowhere. DDT. She's calling that the Jaded, right? The Jaded DDT.
They don't know what to call it. They don't know what to do with Cora.
They don't know what to call it. But the ref knows to hold her hand up. She is the winner. Ivy Nile is the loser. And yeah, I want to correct you. You said Evie. It's Ivy. You used to like to fuck with me every time I would say Dom's name wrong. So Ivy. Ivy Nile.
Dandy, but she deserved the spotlight. Once again, bad booking. Ruined again.
I wonder what they have against her because she has the look. Is it not the ring work? Is it the personality?
It's not the ring work.
She looks good in the ring, and then physically, she looks like a specimen. She looks like she can beat the shit out of almost anyone.
The next Jordan Grace.
We're gonna see what they do with her. Obviously, Cora Jade, they're not doing anything with her right now.
They're lost with her. They don't know what to do with her. She's lost.
Tank in the tank now, basically copying. This was the worst part of the night. Thank you, Anthony. Yes, Step Brothers. They're trying to saying that they're on the same level, same wavelength. Malik Blade, Idris Sanofi, they say, we can do that too. Obviously, they're not on the same wavelength as Hank and Tank.
Get me a pillow.
What is the point of all this besides satire entertainment? Do you really see Hank and Tank ever becoming tag team champions, Jay?
Yeah, it could happen.
Could happen. Hank and Tank
take
over the nation.
The whole locker room's a joke, and you're about to find out at the end of the show.
Thank you, Ricky. Fucking agree with that.
Chaz over here just calling everything trash. All right, Noam Dar going to come out to the ring, And he's got his posse with him. He's getting his first NXT World Heavyweight Championship opportunity, which is awesome. I love Noam Dar, and he really does deserve it. And if you pay attention to his work in the ring, he's very different than anyone else you're going to see wrestling. He has a little more snap to his punch. He has a little more snap to his kick. Every time he hits the ropes, he looks like he's going to go flying. He's a speedball. And Carmelo Hayes is a perfect opponent for him. Carmelo Hayes ended up getting the win with the nothing but net. But Noam Dar looked absolutely incredible in this match. The drop kick he did, I mean, dude, do I have it here? Where's that drop kick? Was it right here? Look at this kick. I mean, full on connecting with Carmelo Hayes in the face. Just straight money kick, money punches, money movements. He's in there looking like a shadow boxer and just like an overall fighter, like a nice street fighter. That's what he reminds me of, a legit street fighter. He looks good. He worked very well with Carmelo Hayes. To me, this was clearly the match of the night. No question about it, to me at least. But Carmelo is able to pick up the win. Trick Williams gets ejected from the arena. The posse's able to hang out. They almost helped Noam get the win. And did you see this spot, Jay, where Noam Dar had him in a pin and then immediately took it to a submission? How flawless did that look? That's something more wrestlers need to do. You know, Noam is putting a clinic in this ring. It's the little things like that set him apart from everyone else on the roster. And there's no one on this roster I don't think that he can't work with and make look better in the ring. He's that guy in the locker room right now. It used to be JD McDonough. JD McDonough was the guy that could make anybody in the locker room look like a killer. Now it's Noam Dar. Noam Dar can get in the ring with Hank and Tank and make them look like probably two good badass wrestlers. That's how good Noam Dar is. Match of the night on NXT for me. Carmelo with a nothing but net looked beautiful. Carmelo is always super impressive, but he has his hands full because the lone wolf is back. There he is, folks. Corbin making his return to NXT. I believe he was never defeated on NXT. No one has ever kicked out of End of Days on NXT. So there's going to be a lot of build-up to this storyline that Carmelo's going to be like the underdog. But I still think at the end of the day, unfortunately for Corbin, this is just a program that's going to be meant to put over Carmelo Hayes.
Okay, but what if they were to put the title on him? Would you have a problem?
I would love it.
So would I.
I would love it. If they made Corbin the NXT champion right now, I would love it. Jay, what do you have to say?
Say about what? Which part?
All of it.
Oh man, this. Okay, guys. I see no more. What's his name? Norm Dar, whatever. I see Dar looking like a joke. I think it's stupid to come out with the Heritage Cup all the time. And I think it's a really bad format to have him have matches in round formats that did not work for me at Battleground. And I'm sure it's not going to work for me in the future when he defends it again. If you take that out, I think you have something great, as Savage was saying, with the leg submission and yada, yada, yada. I didn't like this. I like the crew on the outside, though. I thought they looked good. I think it's looking good. Let's see what happens with that. Melo does his thing. I love the suplex cutter. Can't say enough about that. Or the springboard clothesline, or the springboard leg drop, or the Melo don't miss. It's all looking good. Another win for the champ. But I don't know, guys. It's Star's not doing it for me here. I wasn't feeling this match. Maybe it's because I heard him with the rough segment in the beginning that didn't really get me interested from the jump. But
I don't know what to tell you. You're not taking a look at the wrestling.
I just
You're
don't
not
see what you
wrestling.
see, and I think you're out of your mind.
You're not watching the wrestling.
I think you drank too much moonshine.
I don't drink. Jay. You know that. Jay's out of his mind. Jay's out of his fucking mind.
So I'm going to tell everybody that is the wrong statement of you saying that this guy took JD's
You're
spot.
you
are out of your mind. He couldn't
Wait.
even hang with Mello tonight on the mic.
Wait a minute. You're gonna sit there and tell me, Jay, that you watched this match and you did not think that Dar looked fucking great? I thought he did.
But he did when he was in 205 Live years ago.
But I think him and Carmelo are great dancing partners. They really had great chemistry with each other. Carmelo brought something out of Dar that we needed.
Or you could say that Melo's more comfortable in TV matches than in pay-per-view matches. You could say he works better with someone with his same weight class instead of someone stronger as a Braun Breaker.
What does that have to do with tonight's match?
It has to do that's why you guys see that this match is so perfect in his match of the night. It's because of that. It's the dance partner. And for me, guys, I'm not sold. And you guys may laugh at me and think I'm crazy, but guess what? He is the Heritage Cup champion. And you will see these round formats. And you guys cannot sit here and tell me that, oh my God, that was the greatest thing I saw in Battleground when he defended it against Dragon Lee. If you took that silly format out, you possibly could have had a banger between Dragon Lee and Dar, and you guys could not lie about that right now.
I don't know. I don't think it's that serious, but this match
It
was
is
a
that
banger.
serious. He's the champ, right?
I mean,
He's
I don't
This,
think
this match was a banger. NXT was good tonight. Overall, NXT was good. It was a good match.
You think Copperfield messed with your mind a little bit?
I liked NXT.
I know
tonight.
you travel around the
It's
world.
okay.
I know you go to Vegas. I know you watch
Hey,
Vegas
yeah,
Copperfield
Jay,
live at the MGM Grand.
Jay, I get it. Jay, I get it. When you're not in the mood for something,
I get it. You're
now,
blinded.
you're not in the mood for NXT right
You're
now.
blind. It's not
You
me. It's
see
the
it?
crowd. You said it yourself. It's not me. You said it's the crowd. The same thing.
That was for a
I
different
wasn't
match, but yeah.
I wasn't interested. I told you why.
But look at the crowd for this match. They're interested.
Yeah,
Some
because
of
they
them are on their
got to
feet.
go home after this. I'll be excited too. I'll be like,
I
oh,
only
is it
see
over?
the guy with the blue shirt have his arms crossed. Everybody else is
Well, he
somewhat
must live around the area,
that
so he
guy's
doesn't
old.
care about leaving early. So he must be around the area of Orlando, Florida. So.
Nah, they're not worried about leaving early, man.
I mean, the only thing I will say is I don't think Dar needs a posse. I don't think he needs a posse.
Time will tell.
Look,
Like I said
look,
earlier, I'm gonna reserve my right to wait a while before I judge that whole group. I want to see a little more out of them before I have a firm statement on them.
It just looks good visually.
From what I saw tonight, I'm okay with it to continue, and I want to see more before I make a more of a judgment call on them. But last night, we had a Monday Night Raw late night talk show like we do every Monday night. Tonight, you're watching the NXT late night talk show. Tomorrow night, we'll be doing All Elite Wrestling.
Oh, it's tough.
And tomorrow night,
on that show.
we'll see what's going to happen. What are they going to do to come back after the pay-per-view? I believe they've already made some announcements for matches. We'll find out more tomorrow night, live here on Wrestling with Savage. What is this, June 15th, 10 p.m. We're going to have Lloyd on the show for an interview. Samoan Bloodline, real-life member over here. From what I've heard, he's headed to WWE as part of the creative team. So there's going to be a lot to talk about there with him.
About freaking time.
Wrestling Universe, Queens, New York, on June 30th, right before our show at Outlaw Wrestling in Bay Ridge. You can come and meet Jimmy Hart from 5 p.m. to 7 p.m. Pretty fair price, $40 for a combo. Mail-in orders are welcome, so just send me a message or an email on Instagram or Facebook. The email is, if you can't figure it out, I don't know what to tell you. It's wrestlingwithsavage@gmail.com. It's pretty hard to remember, I know. Wrestle Bash, August 20th. How cool. Black Dahlia are going to be in the house. I'm very excited for this one. It's going to be a good time. You can come meet a lot of legends. DDP is going to be down there. Lucha Brothers are going to be down there. It's going to be a huge list of talent, man. Come check out Haku. Black Dahlia making her first appearance on the East Coast. So this is going to be a big deal. They're filming a documentary about her life right now. I've been, keeping tabs on it on Facebook. Yeah, because she got trained by Rikishi. She had a crazy injury where she broke both ankles. and she had to have crazy shit she's been through. But she's about to make her comeback. Long road to recovery. And they're filming a documentary about all that. You know, her getting trained, wrestling, and, you know, the process of going through the surgery and preparing for the comeback.
Gotta get the trailer. Show all the fans.
Jimmy Hart again. Legends Fan Fest if you're near Hamburg Fieldhouse. The legendary Hamburg Fieldhouse. Same Fieldhouse that Jimmy Snuka got his head cracked open by Roddy Piper with a coconut. I'll be hanging out with Jimmy Hart Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Friday, we're going to be at Ken Hoover Promotions. We might be at Suplex City in Philadelphia. And we might even be doing a training seminar at the Battlefield. Saturday, we'll be at the Hamburg Fieldhouse, the Legends Fan Fest. And at night, you know, we're going to go out, we're going to eat, we're going to do our thing, have a good time. Sunday, I want to do paintball. I've been talking with a lot of wrestlers. I've been talking with a lot of trainers. I've been talking with friends. Jay, it's far away. September 17th.
I've been there. I know exactly what it feels like to be in a skirmish. And it's not fun at all.
It is fun. You're just a lazy piece of shit who doesn't want to run around.
You know how badly I got shot in the castle? I was abused. I was abused on the bridge. I was dying in a corner, hiding, and I still was getting shot.
Who'd you go with?
I went with a group of friends years ago. They took me to this place. I was like, where the hell are we going, man? It's like an hour and a half.
Yeah, but did you have a vest on and there's armor?
No, they just said, just wear like 3 layers of like sweatpants or some shit. And I wore like 3 layers of sweatpants, 3 like long sleeve, like heavy sweaters and shit. And I just went like that. Of course I'm gonna get fucking shot. Got shot, abused.
You could stay behind me, bro. I'll protect you. See, the reason you...
There's no way you can protect me in the castle, man. Oh, we lose Savage? We lost Savage? Technical difficulties.
We lost? No, we didn't lose Savage. Why would we lose
there he
Savage?
is. I don't know. His face is still frozen.
Ah.
So you're back.
No, we didn't lose Savage. But did you shoot at anybody?
Yeah, I got some people, but damn, they got me a lot, man.
Jesus
I think the best one was like the swamp. They take you to like a swamp and shit. That was pretty cool.
Well, I was thinking you could pick up Anthony, you could pick up Lewis, you could pick up someone else, or maybe Lewis can pick you and Anthony up. We need to have a Wrestling with Savage day. We're gonna do Team Savage versus Team Tony.
And you think everybody's going to agree?
Why not? Life is short, man. Why do people suck?
I'll go.
I don't see anybody else trying to make plans.
Maybe they don't want to.
When was the last time you tried to organize a big thing? It's not easy, bro. People suck.
Maybe they don't want to get shot, man. You know, it's painful.
Be a man, Jay. I know it's hard, but you should try it sometime.
You see this? Let me easily get back in blues, man. Ain't nothing here, man.
No, bro, I will package you up in styrofoam and fucking bubble wrap.
I'll think about it. How about that?
You'll be all right. Come on, man.
Think about it. Anthony didn't.
Mick Thomason, take the title. I don't want to take anybody's title. I got plenty of titles behind me, as you can see. I'm a world champion 7 times over. What are you talking about, man? It's all good. What else we got coming up?
Make your late.
Jimmy Hart. That's going to be fun. Chop City Wrestling does sponsor us, but their sponsorship's about to run out. Their subscription is over in 1 day. I got to contact Chop City Wrestling if they want to continue sponsorship. I might give them a free month, though. I think I'm going to give him a free month. That's what I'm going to do. Actually, I'm going to message him right now and let him know that he's going to get a free month. Because his show is going to run out. But because he was one of my first sponsors, I'm just going to give him a free month.
Very cool.
Why not? So Chop City Wrestling, congratulations. You have continued to sponsor Wrestling with Savage. My cousin sponsors Wrestling with Savage. Actually, I have a video of him. This was him at the NXT Battleground.
Oh, I know Savage.
You know Savage? Yeah, it's my cousin. Yeah, he's good. He's very, very, very good. Huh?
not known by name. What do you mean?
A friend of mine, Tiffany Ann, does all the commentary with wrestlers too.
Oh, really?
Tiffany Ann out of New
Tiffany-
York. Ann out of New York.
Tiffany Ann. Okay, I'm gonna talk. Maybe he should do a little collaboration with my cousin. That'd be pretty cool having both on the same show. He doesn't do like wrestling. He just does wrestling commentary. So like he's ringside.
See, I don't even know what that means. He says, I don't do wrestling. I know what he's saying. He's saying I'm not a wrestler. I understand.
Yeah,
Okay.
I knew what he was saying.
Yeah, you're smarter than me. Oh, that's my cousin. He's got a new album out, Justified Homicide. You should all go pick it up. Cri Text, check him out. Cream of the Crop was this Sunday. I was there. If you missed it, you can watch it anytime live on their premier streaming network. It was a good time. I had a good time. We sponsor Outlaw Wrestling. 3 shows coming up in June. Check out Outlaw Wrestling on Instagram to get the dates. First one's right there, June 8th. Tina San Antonio taking on Shaza McKenzie. Should be a good match. It's going to be a good time. And that's all the clips I had, I guess, for NXT. I mean, is there anything else to cover? Did we miss anything from NXT?
I think we're ready for tomorrow.
You ready for AEW?
I'm ready.
All right, well, we'll be back tomorrow night for AEW. This has been Wrestling with Savage, and we will see you next time. Everybody have a good night and take care. Nice Tiffany.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, brought you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
We're out of here, Anthony. Everybody have a good night. Peace.